So this is a MDF board. You can take cardboard sheet or anything little bit hard surface we need, and the circle is around 10 inch. If you want, you can also try this artwork on a square piece of board. After this is done, we are going to take Fevicol MR. Okay, so either you can mix this with water or you can directly pour into your surface. Take your finger now and gently apply this on your board. Make sure each and every part of your board is covered with glue like this. Don't forget to add glue in the corners part. Like this. Now we want some tissue paper to stick on top of it to get a texture effect on our board. So for that I want some tissue paper. So this is a tissue paper. If you want, you can crush it like this also to get more texture effect like this, and you can gently stick it on your board. So I will stick in one side first like this, and we are going to dab this. So for dabbing, you can take your tissue paper and gently you can just press it, or any fabric also you can take, or simply you can stick on with your fingertip also like this. Make sure that each and every part is covered with the tissue paper. If you want, you can directly use a paper and you can stick it on your board and you can do the next step. For that, you can take white paper. Here I want some texture effect, so that's why I take this tissue paper and just dab it a little bit to get the crackle effect. In the next step, we will do our molded clay work on top of it. Before that, let it dry completely. Extra tissue paper, you can just cut it or you can fold it in the back side. After removing the tissue paper, this is the final outcome. Let it dry completely. So after we done this, we are going to take our molded clay. So this is Fevicryl molded clay. So there are two packaging we have. One is this box packaging and another is this packaging, but both you will get this type of two clay. Okay, and if you noticed, one is blue, which is a hardener, and another is a red color packaging, which is a resin. So if you mix this and do your work, it will be not going to be dry. Okay, for getting your work dry properly and waterproof, you have to mix this two together 1:1 ratio. So for one packet of hardener, you will get to mix one packet of resin, equal proportion. To mix this two together, we are going to use some talcum powder. Any powder you have, you can use that. Okay, so on the hands we will stick this powder and we will mold our molded clay. Now if you notice, we have two clay here, as I told you, and this is a talcum powder. So we have to apply on our hands first, and slowly we will mix it. If your hardener is dry, then make sure when you are not opening your molded, you have to check it. both the clay must be little bit wet like this, moist. Okay, soft clay we want. Otherwise, you can change your clay immediately. So, like this, we are going to roll it and then we are going to mix it. Make sure that both the clay mix together. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. If you are not able to mix it, you can take your parents and you can take help of your parents. They can help you with this. Okay, if you notice now it's half black and half white. This is also not a perfect time to use it. We need some more minute to mix it. So just do this and fold it and mix it. This is the perfect and easy way to mix the molded clay. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. After this is done, we will start applying it on our work. Okay? This is how it looks like. 1/3 we are going to remove 1/3 of the clay. This will be used for making leaves. Other parts we are going to divide small amounts so that we can create some branches and we will make a tree out of it. Okay, so just keep it side. I will show you how to do coils with this. So take little bit of powder on your palm and little bit on the surface also and start rolling it. In both the hands you can roll it so that it will distribute equal proportion of clay. If it's thick or thin also it's totally fine because we are creating branches which you notice in the tree we are having very thick and thin trees. So like this. Okay. Now I'm going to divide it into two parts. So we want 10 to 12 inch coils like this. Okay. Now we are going to stick these coils on our board. After this is done, I am going to use my glue and make some lines for the branches. You can do random lines like this. You can take a smaller amount of molded and we will stick it first. You can use your finger also to spread your glue. So randomly we will add our glue into it so it will be looks like tree. So after this is done, I'm going to take my clay and start adding it. Like this, and extra marks we can just cut it like this. Here also we are going to stick little bit of glue and just mold it like this. Adjust it little bit, and like this we are going to arrange some more coils. You can overlap each other also like this if you want. An extra mark you can cut it with your nails or you can cut it with your scales. The corner part we want little curve. If you can do it. Otherwise, any shape you can do it. It's your tree. And we are making tree of life. So this is a best gift. If you want to gift someone, you can give this. You can just randomly add some lines here and there and cut it. Other branches also I am doing with the similar way. This is how it looks after we complete the branches. Now slowly we are going to add some leaves. So for adding the leaves, what we are going to do is, we are creating this type of circle. Then press the circle like this and make a water drop kind of shape. Now press it gently like this so that we can get a leaves kind of shape. You can press it in both the side if you want, like this. If you want, you can add some impression here like this, and this is it. You can stick it whenever you want, like this. Randomly we are going to stick here and there and complete our molded clay work.